Yo, welcome aboard. Happy Monday. Happy new week. Let's get it going. Dylan, what up, baby? What up? Huge day yesterday. Guess what? That's yesterday. We got a new week. We got new money to get. We got new games to win. We got new damage to do to Vegas. So lock in. Let's make it happen. Ryan Wilson, what up? How's it hanging? Gary, good to see you. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Is that a 5-in-1 day? I explain the college football first half strategy? Yeah, Kevin. College football first half strategy, there's usually going to be about 10 to 15 opportunities to do this in a season. If you expand the numbers, there's a lot more, but it's not always worth it. But on a high level, the college football first half strategy is with massive favorites, right? So if the over under is set 28 or lower and the spread is 21 or more, we're talking about a top five, top 10, top 25 team plays a trash team, which happens all the time in the first 4 weeks, right? So we take the dog to cover, so the dog plus points, and we take the over. And basically, what we're doing is betting on a field goal or more from the dog. If the dog scores a field goal, we're guaranteed at least a push, or we lose zero point 0.2 units, right? Because the juice. And we have an opportunity at hitting both, right? If they score a touchdown and it's 28-7, we hit over 28, and we hit the plus 21.5. If they score three and the other team covers, it's going to have to go over for them to cover. So that's why we guarantee the push. And even if they don't score the three, a lot of times it's like 20-0. Adley Rushman strikeout 0.5 under versus Houck today. What up, Bryce? Twins pods. We'll talk about that in a moment. If someone gives me a game with a pitch, I'll put it on the board. We got a full slate up today. If you want the plays, I got two options today. Two options. We're really I'm really making it easy for people to. If you want all the plays, I am doing a $1 month to the main plays. If someone shoots me a DM on Instagram, I can't do a ton of these, but if someone shoots me a DM on Instagram, I have 10 left. You shoot me a DM on Instagram, I send you the link, you get in for a month. Or sorry, for $1 for your first month. I'm doing that for 10 people. Just as an FYI. We'll get to all the plays. We'll talk about all the games today. We'll answer the questions. The free play I shared already is the Royals minus 1.5. Royals minus 1.5 against the Angels. And if you DM me on Instagram, I'll get you the plays. All right, here's what we're looking at. Royals minus 1.5 is plus 100. We're doing that for 1.5 units. I'll get the full write up in a little bit. A's money line, Pirates money line. Just like that. Just like that. Send it through already. Give you more likes, but I'm going to 420. No, I understand. I understand. But seriously, it's no numbers. Don't make me go Jason Nash on you guys. Royals been killing it. Yep, it's a really good spot for them. I think there's great value on the Royals covering this. We got Lugo on the bump. Racist sheriff looking ass. Tanner Houck over 1.5 walks. Houck over 1.5 walks. I don't hate that spot. I'll think about it. Royals minus 118 now at minus 1.5. We got it at plus 100 on Caesars. I appreciate it, Adam. We got plus 100 on Caesars. So two options. If you DM me on Instagram, the first 10 people, it looks like we've already done a couple of these, but the first 10 people to send me a DM on Instagram, Spick'em on Instagram as well. I'll send the link through. You use code PD, you get $1 month. $1 month. Just a little PD promo we're doing. Just a little PD promo for the Fiends. Obviously people aren't quite as dialed in. It's going to be such a busy September, October. Obviously, as football begins and we go crazy. Now's the slowest time, so I am doing this $1 for the first month for anyone who gets locked in now. I like the Royals today. Seems like a trap game. We talked about the Royals already. We like the Royals minus 1.5. It's a good spot. Not a trap. There's no real traps. I don't believe in traps in MLB. I believe in bad lines and enticing lines, but no traps in terms of like the same way you would approach fading the public for NFL or for NBA. There's not like rigging or Vegas being like, this is what we need to happen. This is what we want to happen. That's not a real thing for baseball. That's not a real thing for baseball. Um, Sorry, sending this through. We got another one of these taken. Do you like any home runs today? That's from Louisiana. They suspended the Maine. What's going on with that? Pictures yesterday's picks, outcomes yesterday's. That's what we did on Sunday. Lord Maximus, what up? Royals -1.5. That is the play I said. That's correct. Jay, appreciate the follow. Reds win today. Thoughts on Dodgers, Mariners? Do I like any home runs today? I don't like home runs today. I don't like home runs tomorrow. I won't like home runs on Wednesday. I won't like home runs next week. I won't like home runs next season. There is never a profitable way to bet home runs long term. No, never. No. Stop. I don't think so, Max. I think I'm gonna be dialed in for the Bills opener. There's still a chance. So anything could happen. But yeah. So you want to sign up? Go to my links here in my profile. And you get them right there. Or shoot me a DM on Instagram. It's in my link tree here. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. You could do, if I've only got a couple of these left because people already done it, but if you DM me on Instagram, I'm doing a $1 pass for the first month for for a few more people. Padres Royals, KC money line, went to get a hit, two-part parlay. I just KC -1.5. I think that's better value. I think that's a stronger play. You try to get cute with the little parlays. Sometimes there's value in that. I'm not saying it's always horrible, but sometimes there is value. But it's not really what I do. Yeah, Phil, I've been good. Can't believe Rays swept the D-backs. KC -1.5. You tell him big thanks. Let's go, Adam. Let's make it happen. KC first 5 run line, KC -1.5. KC first 5 team total over 2.5. Don't get carried away. I think KC -1.5 is the way to go. KC -1.5 is a good spot. You got Lugo on the mound because we're reading both the offense and the defense here, right? Carson Fulmer's okay for the Angels. Not a ton of experience, a lot of injuries in his past. You don't expect him to go deep into games. You see him getting into walk trouble. You see him go over 20 pitches in an inning. It can kind of get ugly. And then that A's bullpen is so weak. But we also have a really weak bullpen on the Angels. And we have a really, really, really weak offense. So you throw in the Royals team total and whatnot. Yeah, it probably goes over 2.5. Yeah, they probably cover in the first 5. But they could win this game in a 3-0 kind of way. They could cover in a 3-0 kind of way. I expect to see more offense from them, but we're riding on both sides of the ball. So don't try to get super complicated parlaying at the fine value. You get KC run line. It's +100. It's a good play. KC most public player of the day. Logo gave up 12 runs last 2 starts. Vegas needs this play today. Pats. There's no such thing as Vegas needing a play. This is one of the most common misconceptions in sports betting, and I promise you it is stealing value and opportunity from you. Vegas is not trying to trap the public on one side of a play. Vegas does not make their money off of one side of a play. Now, obviously, when the game begins in any game, obviously they have a favorable side. They have a liability on one side and a profit on the other. That's always going to happen. Yeah. Now, sorry, got distracted by something. They're obviously going to have a desirable outcome in any given game, a liability on one side and a projected profit on the other side. But they're not trying to set that up. They're not trying to trap it. They make their money off of volume of bets, a volume of cash, and then they try to balance the line. So in an ideal world, there's $1 billion on one side, $1 billion on the other side. One side wins. They pay not $2 billion because they take the juice. They pay $1.91 billion to the winning side, and they keep $9 million, $90 million. That is the math. Vegas makes their money off parlays. Vegas makes their money off everything, but it's volume of bets. They just want as much volume of cash bet always. That's why think about it's like Know Thy Enemy. Think about the ads that Vegas is doing. So you got to bet on everything. You need action on this. Guess what you can bet on now? You can bet on this now. You can bet on that now. If you're not betting, you're not having fun. If you don't have action on the game, how can you even watch the game without action on the game? You need to have action on the game. You could win so much money. Imagine if you had 600,000 to 1 odds. You could win so much money if you did that. You just need to do it once. You could quit your job, be on vacation in Aruba. They're not saying, everyone needs to bet the Chiefs. Everyone needs to bet the Chiefs. The Niners are going to win. That's not what they're doing. Now, obviously, there ends up being public sides. Anyway, that's beside the point. Like, we like Royals -1.5. It's not to say that going with the public is going to make you win, or fading the public is going to make you win. And when you want to pay attention to public betting is to see, do they shift the line in a favorable way? If the Royals were +100 and I like +100, and then everyone hammered the other side, and now the Royals are paying out +115, that's value. Now I definitely like the Royals. So that's when you want to pay attention to it. Is the public betting providing value? And that's a huge thing right now in August, especially small market betting. Good starting bankroll is anything. There's no such thing as like too much or too little. The only thing about your bankroll is this: it should be money that you don't need to touch anytime soon. Money that you're comfortable with losing. Money that you aren't using for anything. Like literally set aside. I don't need to see this money for a year. You deposit into your accounts, and I don't say one book because you should be using all the books and then track it like use an Excel, use Pickit, use whatever. But you have it distributed between all the different books, right? And then divide that amount of money, whether it's $100 or 100 grand, doesn't matter. Divide that by 50, okay? And now 2% of that, right, is your unit size. So if you have $1,000 bankroll, your unit size is $20. If it's a 2-unit play, you bet $40. If it's a 1.5 unit play, you bet $30, and so on. So you always have 50 units. Then on a week by week or month by month basis, you reevaluate. I say weekly if you're doing more than 3 plays a day. So say, all right, I have $1,000. We went up 10 units this week. Now we're at $1,200. Okay, divide 1,200 by 50 now. Now your unit size is $24. Say you had a bad week, you dropped down to $800. All right, divide by 50. Now your unit size is $16. So you always have 50 units. You're never at risk of running out. You just get smaller and smaller and smaller units if you suck. And then you're like, all right, well, my bankroll's been cut in half, or it's been cut by 75%. Something needs to change. Okay, well, it goes up. It doubles. Okay, sweet. Well, it doubles. You're still dividing by 50. You still have 50 units, but the unit is twice as much money because you earned that ability to have $40 units instead of $20 units because you did 100% increase over whatever period of time that is. It's going to fluctuate. Nobody has 12 straight winning months. Nobody. Profitable years? Absolutely. Like I say this all the time, we're looking to go 180 units of profit on the year. That's what we did in 2023. That's what we're trying to do for 2024. But that doesn't mean we're going to profit 15 units every single month. We're going to go up 40 units, then down 10 units. We're going to go up 30 units and down 8 units. Whatever. Do you like this Padres pitcher today? Am I a King fan? It's not literally win one, lose one, win one, lose one. I'm just saying. You never know. 7 straight months is the best I've had. That's unreal. Orioles Mets over. Orioles Mets heating up. Peak pitching matchup. Dylan, you gave me a picture on the board. O's Mets over. Dylan. You're on the board, baby. All right. Again, I've been saying all that. If anyone wants all my plays, shoot me a DM on Instagram. Shoot me a DM on Instagram right now. I have 5 more of these. All right, 5 more of these. If you shoot me a DM on Instagram, 100%, 100%, GMAT. ROI is all that matters in anything. If you shoot me a DM on Instagram right now, it's Pick 'em Petey. I'll send you the link. You get a $1 first month. $1 first month. Just running a little Petey promo. A little Petey promo for the Fiends. Anyone who wants it, I'm going to send to. ROI is return on investment. You made 26 per hour, Seabass. That's solid. Prize pick slips? No, not doing that. I don't. Parlays, there's a time and a place for fun, but it's not really a profitable way of going about it. Especially not like the prize pick sleeper stuff. Like I'll do it for fun, like Sunday night football stuff like that. I do the Sunday night. I do this Sunday night Hail Mary throughout football season, which is a ton of fun. But sending this through. We got 4 more. We got 4 more after this. But if someone shoots me a DM on Instagram, I'll send them the link to get $1 first, $1 for the first month. But now we only got. Do I like Rays and Padres say AZ yesterday must have been frustrating, crazy frustrating. That would have been for a full sweep too. I don't know if you guys seen this. We went 5-1 yesterday. Went up 5.05 units. If they had finished, it would have been a full sweep to end off the week. You absolutely love to see it. Still a great day. Can't complain. I think this guy likes Trevor Rogers under 3.5. We love fading Trevor Rogers, so I'm never going to argue with that. Fading Trevor Rogers is one of the best pastimes in ball. All right, we only got 4 left now. Or sorry, 3 left now. Any free plays today? The play we like. Everyone always asks for my most confident play, and I do share free play every day on here. It's the Royals -1/2. It's a free play I shared already. We already did that, right? It'll be up in a little bit, right? Like very shortly. But what I always say is take all the plays, and win the majority, especially with MLB. There's no guarantees. There's no one automatic. It's about finding plays with value. I'm sending this through for everyone who wants the $1 for the month. I'm sending it through right now. Appreciate you guys. We got a couple left. But yeah, facts. It's hard getting used to this version, Lex. But let's go. Shoot me a DM on Instagram, Chuo. That's how you get it. You play the majority that have value and you win the majority in the long term. You want to put it all like if you want to just do one play and you hope you win, cross your fingers, whatever. But that's not a profitable strategy because if you're just doing one play today, you're not going to walk away after that one play, one time winning, and you just try to hammer one bet. You're obviously going to do it again. So when you understand that sports betting is a marathon and not a sprint, as someone said in the comments recently, when you understand that, you understand that just doing one play and hammering it isn't the move. Yeah, you can hit that one play. But it's not going to be your last play. You're not going to be done forever after that. I'm just saying. That's the way to go. Play the plays that have the most value and win the majority. This is in the most recent video I've talked about this. I talked about why August is such a profitable time for MLB bettors that are really locked in throughout the season. It's because there's the most value to be found. Value is all that matters. You find value and you get volume and you win. That's it. Value, volume, win. Simple. Get involved. We got one more. Let me see. Well, it depends on if these signups, if everyone went through. But I think we got 1 or 2 more. If you want the $1 month pass, 1 or 2 more, and I got you. For anyone who DMs me on Instagram. Do I think the Reds will surprise everybody and announce Hunter Green for today? When was his last start? How long's it been? Yeah, shoot me a DM on Instagram, Taekwon. Because I got the other phone up. If you do that, you can also. It's the link in my profile. If you check that link in my profile, you got to use code PD though. It's in my link tree. I know that they'll expire after like 5 more people do it. I mean, I can do whatever if people DM me and I can make it work. But the best way to reach me to ask anything about logistics. We talk about picks and everything here, but if you want logistics and want to figure something out, I would say DM me on Instagram is always the move. You could DM me on TikTok too. It's just worse. You can't send links. Spilling coffee all over myself. Start to the week. Great Monday. We got a big day cooking. I'm telling you, big day cooking. Get involved. We got a couple more of these $1 passes. You shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll send it through to you. Let's make it happen. Let's make some dreams come true. Straight to MLB money lines to pair. Any odds? Any odds? Any odds? All right, fine. We'll get a little degenerate for you today. Talk about Giants after this. It's not Discord. It's just on the site. The site you signed up is the site the picks are on. You'll see it right there. Appreciate the follow. All right, we're gonna talk about Giants. I'm gonna send through a couple of these, and then we're gonna get I got a couple more of these, and then we're gonna talk about the Giants. So, we'll talk about the Giants, and then we'll talk about the favorite two money line for people that want to get degenerate like that. Kyle Harrison going over 5K. I don't hate that. I think that's a decent one right there. Giants Royals probably even money, a good play. I mean, it's tough with MLB going two favorite money lines isn't really the strongest move because the MLB and there's the most variance in games. That's why you never see a money line more than minus 350. That's why you see some of those lose. But anyway, we'll talk about the Giants right now. Sorry for the delay. I'm sending these through. Anyone wants to play? There's two options. If you go to my profile, you go to the links or you DM me on Instagram. There's two options. It's the top two links. You'll see them. You can get a free day of plays on a free trial, or you can get a $1 month. I don't know if I have any $1 months left. There might be one or two left, depending on how quickly people sign up. Down the World Series, New York still hanging in. I will tune in. I'm not super dialed right now, but I will tune in. How your Twins hold up on the road tonight? All right, sorry. We need to talk about Giants first. We need to talk about Giants first. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Harrison against Cannon. Cannon, trash. Every time I say Cannon, I think of the beginning of what's that banger Lil Wayne song for 2010 that narrows it down to about 50 songs in the building. It's also the theme song for Ballers. Cannon can pitch. I mean, 55 Ks in 81 innings. He doesn't strike people out, little sidewinder, bad action. Not bad. He should be a long reliever. He should not be a starter. He should be a long reliever. That being said, the Giants' offense is nothing special, so it's not like a guarantee or anything. We like Harrison. The thing about Giants minus 1.5. The thing about Giants minus 1.5 is that their offense has been so weak lately. And I don't like to take minus 1.5 spots when I don't trust the offense more than that. If I'm fading a pitcher or I'm really trusting on offense, that's when I want to do it. Because otherwise, there's just no real room for error offensively. Giants 2-1 after the fifth inning. You go first five minus 1.5. All right, Thomas, what are the picks for today? All right, we're switching it up something real quick. So Giants or not? No, I don't like Giants. If you want to get first five minus 0.5, that would be the best in it, but it's not. It's just not great value. Can't trust any offense. I mean, you can, but I understand what you're saying. What was the pick on the board say? This was something that someone else gave me. It was the over in the Mets Orioles game. The board is not my place. The board I place the chat pitches to me. The play I shared already today is the Royals minus 1.5. Royals minus 1.5 plus 100. I'm not a huge fan of just doing one favorite play though, just for the record. I think the best way to go about it is playing all the plays and winning the majority. So we don't like the Giants. We don't like the Giants minus 1.5, I should say. If we want to talk about two-leg money line that people were talking about, obviously, I'm going to throw Royals in there. In terms of another spot, give me a second. Let me see what's decent in there. Yeah, I would say D-backs. I would say D-backs. I'm not saying play this. I'm not saying play this. It's not one of my plays. But if you were looking for a two-legger on the money line, I would say D-backs Royals plus 113. That's probably going to be your best value for a two-leg parlay. Yes, Giants RBA prop plus 200. Real quick. Two things. One, drop a football in the chat if you bet on college football. Drop two footballs in the chat if you bet on NFL and college football. I just want to see something. I'm going to be doing MLB content and MLB picks throughout the rest of the MLB season. Obviously, you're going to see on Saturdays and Sundays more football stuff. I know that's more popular. We're going to have picks for that. If you're following my stuff, you're getting my plays. We're going to have a lot of plays. Yeah, 3 for 4, or go crazy like Parker. We're going to have a ton of plays coming. We have props. We're going to have an extended prop slate. We're going to have college football. We're going to have NFL. We're going to have consistent MLB plays. We're going to have MLB props as well. We've got NBA. NBA regular season props is a huge cash cow for us moving on to mid-October and beyond. I will say, like I am, so I'm running the promo right now. It's $1 to join, and I'm getting people on who want to join, start riding. I am going to be bringing on more staff for the other sports. Just saying, I'm bringing on more staff. Things might look a little bit different. I just want to see who's down there for football. We'll be doing probably Saturday or Sunday. We'll do a call-in session. People can pitch picks, and then early on Sundays we'll go through the slate for the day. We'll be doing streams on Monday, so I'll still be doing all the streams. We'll be talking, but we'll be talking plenty of NFL and college football as well. Josh Block got a mess. An absolute mess. Hmm. People want to be staff. I'm open to it. I should mention this, run like a school community. It's pretty small right now. I'm just about to start advertising. I do run like a school community. If people are familiar, it's like a, seminar mentorship thing. But I run a school community for people who want to make a living like I do or just make side money off sports betting content. Hawaii minus 38, playing basically a community college. Going to Yankees game Saturday, playing Rockies. Right on, bro. Big Rick, how's it going? 4-0 on here the past 4 days. Love it, Jake. Let's go. Love it. Gonna get a bucket of chicken tendies. That's a great call. Chicken tenders. The chicken tenders are part of the Yankees game. The Mets, well, it's 0-0, Big Rick. We just started. We went 5-1 yesterday. Bears NFL minus points versus Chiefs. Bears backup QBs are better. I like you said Bears NFL. Yeah, the chicken tenders at the Yankees game are pretty solid. Sometimes they're a little cold, but at the Mets game, if you get the ground beef, if you get the beef taco bucket, or not taco bucket, sorry, the nacho platter with beef at the Mets game, that is the best meal in New York City, I think, right now. I think that's the best meal in New York City. Fuck Carbone, Charles Rib. I don't care. Give me the nachos at Citi Field. All right, Red Sox over 3.5 runs, minus 125. Thoughts? Mets can have good food. The nachos are absolutely electric. Absolutely electric. I'm telling you, nacho bucket. Percent of my income I get off TikTok for sports betting. Well, all right. When you say TikTok, if you say TikTok, like if you say social media as a whole, people that subscribe to stuff that I do, sponsors and affiliates I work with, it's like 90% that. Because I do $50 units. So a good month, $50 units, a good month, I go up 30 units, right? That's 1,500 bucks. So it's not even 90%. A good year, we did 180 units in 2023, $50 units, right? So that's 9 grand. I'm not telling people to make a living off sports betting. Because here's the thing, I'm telling people to make a profit off sports betting. And those are the communities that I run, people that want to be long-term profitable sports bettors. All these checks, these are my games. These are my games yesterday. Please give us some gravy. Swamp City, and yeah, give us some gravy. $700 for a lobster roll better. This is my results yesterday. The checks are the games you want. So you see the X over the A's. We had A's money line. They lost. The rest were wins. But yeah, so yeah, I target $50 units. So I target like 10 to 15K in profit off actual sports betting on a season. Because I also do some. I'm making content around it, so I do some degenerate stuff. I don't push picks, but I'll do like the chat will say tell this play, tell this parlay, whatever. I'll do a Sunday night Hail Mary parlay. I'll do fun stuff for promotional content, whatever. So that's factored into what I'm doing for a job as well. But 95% of the money that I'm making is off teaching people how to bet profitably, having communities that people join, TikTok views, sponsors, affiliates, et cetera, et cetera. So the school community that I run is around that. It's around doing what I do, not around here's how to make 200K a year as a sports bettor. Because to make 200K a year as a sports bettor, your unit size has to be at least 10K. And if you're doing $10,000 units, they're not going to let you. They're not going to let you get that successful. uh, TikToking, social media, TikToking, paid communities, all of that. Sponsors, affiliates, views from social media, all that. Definitely more money. Way, way, way more money. Because I just don't want to be. I don't want to be doing $1,000 units. And that's what it would take. It would take multi-$1,000 units. What's a free place, Michael? Any merch? I don't do merch right now. I'm not against it, but I don't do it right now. I might get some more on Vegas merch, some Fiend merch. Sorry, we got lost there. We're going to talk about more of the plays. The play I shared already is the Royals -1.5. And if you DM me on Instagram right now, free day of plays. Free day of plays. It looks like we filled up the $1 month, but free day of plays for anyone. You DM me on Instagram while we're here, or you go to the link in my profile. Same thing. Free day of plays for anyone who wants it. You just shoot me a DM and I'll literally send it through to you right now on Instagram while we're here on live. Whatever you want to do, I got you. I got you. Free day of plays. We already talked about the Royals for -1.5. I'm going to read you the full write-up so you see what that looks like. Just appreciate the follow. This is what the actual write-up looks like. Listen, get your pens and pencils out. Lock in. Lock in. Royals -1.5 +100 on Caesars 1.5 units to win 1.5 units. Okay? That is Royals -1.5 on Caesars 1.5 units to win 1.5 units. It's +100. So I give you the play. I give you the play. I give you the book. I give you the value we got it at. That's why I say have all the books. There's no one book better than the other. The best book is the one with the best line on a given play. So I give you the play, the book, the value, the risk. All right, I'm sending these through. We're going to read the write-up right now, but if you DM me on Instagram, you get the free day plays. I'm sending these through right now. Everyone should have them. All right. Royals. Royals -1.5 +100 on Caesars 1.5 units to win 1 unit. The Royals just obliterated Cincinnati over the weekend, outscoring them 28-3 in 3 games. We like them to stay hot at home. It's also good rest for the bullpen when you're blowing teams out. Lugo's coming off a couple of rough starts, but he has been solid for Kansas City, and his best start was against the Angels team earlier in the season. 8 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, in a season high 12 Ks. He had 12 Ks last time he faced the Angels. Okay, Fillmore for the Angels got a 6.23 ERA, 146 WHIP in August. Hasn't been throwing the ball well the last 3 starts. We don't really expect much from him. He's never established consistent performance throughout an MLB season. That's a weak bullpen that they're going to have to turn to, and the hitting just isn't it. 5-1 is from yesterday. None of the plays for today have begun yet, but if you shoot me a DM on Instagram, free day of plays. For anyone who shoots me a DM on Instagram, I'm sending it through right now. You get a free one day of plays, and I'm sending you the links. I gotcha. Dodgers -1.5. We could talk about it. It's Pick and Petey on Instagram for anyone wondering. Pick and Petey on Instagram. All right, Dodgers -1.5. Let's see. Let's see what we think about it. We got Rue on the bump against Stone. Right off the bat, Rue? No. Absolutely not. Dodgers so mad. Agreed. They got Mookie back. They've got Ohtani. They got Freeman. What are you waiting for to be like? Well, yeah, but once the playoffs starts, but once they do, they got Kershaw back, he's washed. Like, what is it going to take for us to be like, all right, the Dodgers are this team. The Dodgers are 73-52. That's who they are. They're a good team. They're not going to dominate. By the way, I gave out the Braves team. It means you get a 1 day free trial, and you'll see the plays in a moment. They get sent straight to your phone or email or whatever you choose. And as soon as we and they'll go out as soon as we wrap up. As soon as I get off this live stream. Yeah, it's an online site. It's an online site you can use. You can use the online site, but you can also just have them set to your phone, and then there's a link, and you can open the link and look at it. It's very straightforward. Um, I'm actually going to while we're on here, I'm going to send out. I am just. I'll give it about 5 more minutes, and then I'll send out the plays for today. So anyone who shoots me a DM beforehand, anyone who shoots me a DM beforehand, I'll send the link to get a free day of plays, and then those plays are going to go out in a few minutes. I've got them all here. I just haven't posted them yet. I'm prepping the post so everyone gets. Hunter Green last pitch Tuesday 6 days ago. You think the Reds are going to pitch him? I would have to do a deeper dive on it, but I don't see any reason why they wouldn't unless it was a specific matchup they were going for, and teams don't really do that. Like you definitely don't see a lot of that in general, so I would be surprised if that were the case. One more play. All right, we get 10 more fouls, I share one more play. 10 more fouls, I share one more play. Or just shoot me a DM on Instagram and you get a full day of plays. Nine more. Let's go, community daddy. That's huge. Let's go. All right, I'm sending these through. I know if you asked for them, I'm going to send these through right now. Before the plays go up, I'm send the link for anyone who just wants to get the free day. But yeah, 8 more files, and I'll read another one here. Got you guys. Yeah, so it's going to be a no on the Dodgers. I'm not saying take the Mariners, but there might be some value, especially on first 5. Yo, let's go. Yep. I got a Survivor League as well. For anyone who wants to join the Survivor, that's in my links. Anyone who wants to join Survivor, we've got college football pick'em as well. That one's you pick 5 games against the spread every day. Or every week. Rule over 4 strikeouts. 5 more follows. 5 more follows. Instagram name is Pick and Petey. Instagram name is Pick and Petey. I'm sending these through. And the plays drop. Appreciate the follow. 4 more. 4 more files and we share another free play. Yeah. So if you wanted to go with Mariners first 5 again, not one of my plays, but Mariners first 5 could have some value. Just because we like Boo. He doesn't go deep into games. They're very gentle with him, but he's gonna get 4 or 5 innings, I think. 4 or 5 innings. We shared Royals first 5 minus 0.5. Or I keep saying that. It's Royals full game minus 1.5. Home run props are never home run props. Never. No. I don't like it. I don't want it. It's not happening. Do I think Orioles Mets can hit the over? That was one of the plays that someone pitched me today. It's on the board. Both teams been kind of inconsistent offensively lately. I'm going to be honest, but you can try it if you want to tell Dylan who pitched it. Orioles over Mets. It's Royals minus 0.5. Sorry, minus 1.5 for the full game. I swear I'm going to say it right. Royals minus 1.5. That's a play I shared. I mean, that's why they favorite. Orioles pitcher over 3.5 Ks. Seth Lugo getting a win. That's pretty good too. Seth Lugo getting a win's pretty good too. It's obviously tied into the same. What odds are you getting on it? Let's go, Daisy. Let's go. All right. Two more fouls, and I share another free play. You know, like first five minus 0.5 on runs. I don't dislike it. I just prefer full game minus 1.5. Over 7 in the Padres game. Um, my question mark is Matthews, right? I don't really want to ride a rookie who had one decent game. I don't know enough about him to say yet, and the Padres' offense is very strong, so I think there's a good chance that Matthews gets touched up. Like King, and Matthews had a good first game, but he's literally thrown one game. He's thrown one game in his life, and it was against the Royals, whose offense is fine, but it's not the Padres. Orioles money line. People asking Orioles money line. Yeah, we shared Royals minus 1.5. If we get one more foul, I share one more play. And if you want all the plays, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. I got a free day for anyone who shoots me a DM on Instagram. Instagram is Pick and Petey. Come on. Come on. You could have guessed that. You could have guessed that. Come on. Lorenzo, appreciate the follow. Guess what? Guess what that means? It means we got a free day. Free play. All right. Comment, pick, or prop. Comment, pick, or prop, and decide what we're going to do. Comment, pick, or prop. And let's let the people speak. Pick, 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 pick. A lot of people on pick. I think prop has a 1-win career. Prop is like what's the team that plays the Globetrotters and loses every single game? That's what prop is like in this chat. All right, the people have spoken. The people have spoken. Can I get a drum roll? Can I get a drum roll, please? Taylor says prop. It's too late, brother. There it is. There's the drum roll. Let's go. All right, here we go. Give me the D-backs. Over 4.5 team total. This is minus 128 on FanDuel. We're doing 1.5 units. This is the D-backs. Over 4.5 team total. Minus 128 on FanDuel, 1.5 units. Arizona got swept by the Rays. That was not what we expected, but today's a nice bounce back opportunity for the Bats. And it wasn't really the Bats struggling as much. Adam O's being called up to start for Miami. He's had atrocious numbers in the bigs. Atrocious numbers. 7.09 career ERA, 1.72 whip, 1.72. Those aren't the numbers that are supposed to come before your whip. That's more than a runner and a half getting on base every single inning. That's terrible. Send him down to the minors. Numbers in AAA this year were pretty bad too. 5.30 ERA, 1.31 WHIP. Before the race series, Arizona was one of the hottest offenses in the league. We expect them to be that again against a very weak pitcher. I don't care about the D-backs pitching. I don't care about the bullpen. I don't care about winning the game. Give me over 4.5 D-backs. Confident in Fott. I'm fine with Fott, but we're focused on the offense here. And if you just take the D-backs money line, it's minus 235 anyway. So that's not worthwhile. That is the play, baby. We got D-backs team total over 4.5. D-backs team total over 4.5 today. Weak pitching. One of the best offenses in the MLB for most of basically even before All-Star break, but since All-Star break, probably top 2 offense in the MLB. Giant Sox under 4.5 first 5. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. The only thing is Cannon could fall apart, but I don't trust either of these offenses very much. I think 4.5 is. I think 4.5 for the first 5 is pretty fair. I don't hate that line at all. Bullpen day for Marlins. Kind of. I think you're going to get like 4+ from this guy. I don't think we're going to get like a deep start, but I also think he could get shoved and ends up being short, in which case we're good. That's a weak bullpen. We're trying to string together an outing. If we play with the Orioles, this is yesterday's slate. 5-1 plus 5 units. Those are all from yesterday. So we had the Orioles minus 1.5. Those plus 145 yesterday. Smacked it. Total runs D-backs. Yes, D-backs team total over 4.5. That was the play that I just shared. D-backs over 4.5. Bryce DeGroat in the house. What up? What up? Grind don't stop. Guys, I say it every time I see him in here, but if you're not following Bryce, you're making a mistake, especially as football season begins. Dialed in, locked in on the deep cuts of the NFL, not just your everyday stuff. You're getting ready for a fantasy league? Check them out. You're trying to get up to date on what's going on in the NFL before the season starts? Check them out. You're trying to get ready to launch your futures for the season? Check them out. I'm telling you, it's the play. Do it. We're going to be done here shortly. Appreciate all of you. Okay? A couple things I want to say. Get involved. Hell yeah, Bryce. I'm going to have to check that out. Get involved. We're doing a lot of stuff this fall, a lot of giveaways, a lot of streams. The plays are locked in. I'm doing a lot of discount deals also for the plays throughout August because obviously, there's less stuff going on. But sneakily, it's boring, but it is a very great time for me in MLB. August, it's a boring time because no one really cares, but it's a great time. But leading up to football, a lot of stuff like that. So get involved. Follow me here. Follow me on all the socials. Check out the links. See if there's something in there for you. See if you want the free day of plays, all that stuff. Get involved. Stop being silly. Last thing. You want just a free day of plays today. Just one day. Ride with the Sports Bank Messiah. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. It's Pick and Petey there. I'll send it through to you. Plays don't start till the evening. You can lock them in. Have a huge day. We went for 5-1 for 5 units yesterday. Why don't we do that again today? That felt good, so we should do it again. We liked it when we did it. We should do it again. Okay? Cheers, guys.